After nearly 23 months of devastating war, Hamas says it has agreed to a new ceasefire proposal brokered by regional mediators. The move, confirmed to AFP and the BBC by Hamas sources, could mark the most serious step toward halting the conflict in nearly 2 years. According to a Hamas official speaking anonymously to AFP, Hamas and the factions agreed to the new ceasefire proposal without requesting any amendments. Mediators from Egypt, Qatar and the United States are expected to formally announce the agreement and set a date for renewed negotiations. The plan reportedly involves a 60-day truce during which Hamas would release Israeli hostages in 2 phases. A source told AFP the first stage would see 10 hostages released alive, along with a number of bodies, while the second stage would include the remaining captives. Out of the 251 hostages taken during Hamas's October 7th, 2023 attack, Israel says 49 remain in Gaza, including 27 confirmed dead. Hamas's surprise assault that day killed 1,219 people, mostly civilians, while Israel's retaliatory campaign has since killed more than 62,000 Palestinians, according to Gaza's health ministry. The ceasefire proposal is also said to include international guarantees for implementation and a commitment to continue negotiations for a permanent end to the war. US envoy Steve Witkoff reportedly advanced the framework, which has now gained traction with both Egypt and Qatar.
Those who are calling today for an end to the war without Hamas's defeat are not only hardening Hamas's position and delaying the release of our hostages, they are also ensuring that the horrors of October 7th will repeat themselves over and over again, and that our sons and daughters will have to fight over and over again in an endless war.
But there's a catch. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has so far given no response to Hamas's acceptance. On Sunday night, hundreds of thousands of Israelis gathered in Tel Aviv, demanding the government strike a deal to bring the hostages home. Netanyahu, however, accused the protesters of hardening Hamas's position. Just 2 days ago, Netanyahu's office said Israel would only accept a deal if all hostages were released at once. At the same time, his cabinet is preparing to expand military operations in Gaza and occupy Gaza City, raising fears that the fragile truce proposal could collapse before it begins.
But any decision to expand Israel's military operations in Gaza are deeply alarming. And obviously, it is clear that this would risk catastrophic consequences for millions of Palestinians and could further endanger the lives of the remaining hostages in Gaza.
Hamas has insisted that any hostage release must be tied to a permanent ceasefire and a full Israeli troop withdrawal. Netanyahu, on the other hand, has vowed that Israel will not end the war until Hamas is disarmed and all hostages are freed.